a surprise. Heather keeps ruining everything. Let me soy sauce my rice real quick and all. See if I can't explain what Heather did this time. I don't think I've ever said her name on this channel, but Heather is my ex-stepmother. And basically what's happened is my dad owns a mechanic shop now. It's new, it's just starting up, so it's not bringing in any money whatsoever. Well, Heather ran O'Reilly's off, so my dad has to quit his job and be there at the shop every day because one of his friends decided he was going to help him out and works at the shop. Which means now I have to cough up $2,000 every month to pay all the bills. Which it's probably more than $2,000. I honestly don't know. That means that regardless of how bad my head hurts, regardless of any migraines or any physical symptoms that I'm having, I'm gonna have to work, and I'm gonna have to pretend like it's not happening. I'm gonna basically, if I end up in the hospital, it's Heather's fault. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I'm frustrated. I really am. So basically what I'm gonna have to do that smells like soy sauce. Are you ready for bad smells, George? Do you like the smell, George? Or are you just curious about what it is? Screaming, crying, sobbing the entire time. Yes. Very salty. Very soy saucy. Crunchy. Forgot what I was gonna say. I mean, all my money is going to my dad now. That's just it. Everything I have is going to gas and bills. Everything. There's not going to be anything left over. I think I put too much soy sauce, that's fine. What do you mean? I guess it works out. If you're too poor to buy food, you can't gain weight. That was way too much soy sauce. I'm just frustrated. Why is Heather even there? Heather just woke up and decided she was going to work there. My dad can't say no to people. He complains about me not being able to say no, but he doesn't either. Like, where do you think I got it from? Because it sure wasn't my mom. My mom has no problem saying no, but you know who does? My dad. I mean, he'll tell me no all day long. But anyone else? Mm-mm. Like, I know Heather is mentally ill, but at some point it's not an excuse. And at this point, it's not an excuse. She knows, everyone else knows, she's been told to get help. She refuses to get help. Allegedly, she's so bad that the mental hospital won't keep her. She has to get blood work every 6 months to make sure that she's still taking her medicine. I'm frustrated. So much. And of course, I'm upset, so I'm stress eating. I have the rest of today off. And I have next Wednesday off, and that's it. Only days I can't drive, and appointments will be my off days. I have a court date, October 23rd. For a speeding ticket. And then I have an appointment December 10th for a med checkup. And I've got to do that. And see if I can't get her to maybe up my meds a little bit. Like a pill and a half or something. Like I'm on 10s, bump me up to 15s or something. I mean, I can't do that on my own, because if I do that on my own, I'm not going to have any meds left. But I wish my dad was nicer about it. It's like, I'm going to ask you about it. I'm like, yeah, bills. And instead of saying, yeah, he went into this explanation of how I need to grow up and I'm 24. I'm not 24 yet, by the way. I'm not going to be 24 months for another, 4 or 5 months? I'm still half a year away from being 24. Okay? About how when he was my age, my mom was pregnant with me, which isn't true. I was born when he was 22. Well, he was my age. I was already born. When he turned my age, I was 8, almost 9 months old. Okay. Like, I mean, I can do it. I'm gonna try and go back to keeping this as a video diary, which means I'm gonna try and upload at least once a day. So you guys will get to see my slow progression into the grave. Hopefully it's not that dramatic. Nah, who knows? I don't. I know it smells funny. it's just been hard to upload because summer was extremely difficult. I was very sick. My migraines worsened. My depression gets worse during the summer. Like severely worse. I was sick. I couldn't get out of bed some days. I spent a lot of days not being able to talk, not because I was sick, but because I literally didn't have the mental energy to talk at all. Like, I was, it was bad. It physically hurt me to talk. Like, I was nonverbal for several days out of the summer. And I mean, I can blame it on this summer being excruciatingly hot. Let me pick up this thing that my dad has so eloquently put here for cards and move it. I like that. I want one of those things. It's a card holder. So, I mean, I'm gonna enjoy my last couple of days that I get, and then that's it. I mean, that's it. I don't know how else to put it. Going into the abyss, maybe. Screaming, crying, sobbing. I mean, regardless, Heather won't stop ruining my life. At all. I guess I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to. Heather was severely abusive to me, and she accused me of sleeping with my father. And then she destroyed my family, basically. We got together on my dad's side of the family every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, and that was the only time we ever saw each other, every single one of us. And Heather ruined that. She was not invited, and somebody invited her anyway after being told by several people that if she showed up, there was going to be a problem, specifically by my Uncle Mark. He said that if he saw her, he was going to walk out and he was never going to walk back in. And he walked out, and a lot of people did not walk back in. Like, he walked in, he greeted me, and he left with his wife, Roxanne. And that was it. And I went over to their house a few times. They won't call me. They never call me. I want them to. I want to still be in contact with them, but a phone book works both ways, and I'm only willing to call so much if you won't call me back. They know that I don't work Saturday and Sunday. I know they're both off Sunday. They know I'm off Sunday. And they won't call me. They don't call my dad. No. Nobody calls me. No one calls me. My Aunt Sheila, I was close with her, not as close as I was with Aunt Roxanne and Uncle Mark. I was close with her and her husband, Uncle Dan, who's my dad's brother. And, Sheila is Heather's best friend. Sheila genuinely believes that I've slept with my dad and that I abused Heather. That I, a 10-year-old child, beat a grown woman. She believes that I tried to kill Heather, which isn't true. I think that Heather told stories of things that actually happened, but switched the roles. Heather ruined my life and she destroyed my family. And I think my dad wants me to feel bad for her every time I hear about one of her new medical issues. Like right now, her blood is like water. I don't care. I don't. She ruined my life. My only goal in life is to outlive her. And I want to see her die. I want to be there when she dies. And I want it to be painful. And I know that's horrible. But Heather, if you're watching this, I'm not gonna kill you, but I'm sure gonna watch and I'm gonna laugh. Make it a fucking holiday. I know there's probably inside thoughts that I shouldn't be sharing. And God forbid I get a decent parent or parental figure. Never had one of those. My mom sucked. My dad wasn't there. I don't know who to blame on that one. I can't really blame him at the same time I can. But it wasn't entirely his fault. He just wasn't there most of the time. And then he married Heather when I was so young, and he was passive with Heather. Everyone knew about Heather too. So, I made it this far. Sorry. Long story short, no one likes me, everyone hates me, and I am probably going to slowly die, and you're going to see it on the internet. So yeah. Go. I'll lay down, find something to do that isn't cry.